still think we should. We need to talk about
Kevin.
We need to have a talk about Kevin.
Good film.
We need to talk about Spider-Man: Homecoming because I hate that.
I think that would have to be a one that like it'd be better if with footage over it.
Yeah.
But then like
like
maybe sat down in the living room or something and it's like mainly you.
Well, like a sort of written out one.
Yeah.
Because I've been reading a bunch of the Miles Morales Spider-Man stuff at the moment, like after Ultimate End series.
Yeah.
So he's in the main universe at the moment. It's really good.
Okay.
It's way better.
But I bet it's not as good as Spider-Man: Homecoming with your boy Tom Holland.
I don't mind Tom Holland though.
Okay,
He's a kind of cool guy, I think.
Gank.
Alright. He is Gank in the film fucking Gus, whatever his name is.
Wait, is that...
I don't know, what was his fat friend's name?
Whoa, fat.
He was fat.
Thick.
Gank is a thick boy. Gus is fat though.
Oh.
I don't remember if his name was Gus though.
Fat Gus.
Yeah.
I should probably restart the recording.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so we have seen... No, fuck it. I'm going to start differently. A bit more professional this time. I'm going to start...
Y'all heard of
Three Billboards! Jesus! This is a phenomenal film. Putting it out there. A film about... It's a study in... Yeah, 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Minnesota.
No.
Okay.
Fargo.
Colder.
So, starring Frances McDormand, Woody Harrelson, Sam Rockwell, a bunch of
very talented actors.
Yeah,
and
all
that's
bringing their actual A game to this.
Yeah, like that is one of the most important things with this film. The performances are great. All of them.
Yeah, like stellar performances all round. So this is a film about coping with pain and loss. It's about grieving, but not just from, say, someone someone perhaps dying. It's in another sense as well. It's a lot about forgiveness and the lengths people go through to help each other in a way, but also
like there's anger, which is a huge part of the film. Like
it's very full of rage.
Yeah.
But rage that comes from a certain sadness from one aspect of your life.
Yeah, like Frances McDormand, Dormand's
Duck.
her character is like, she is enraged. She is furious at like this town, like these people for like just letting this thing go by, and it's sort of While it's justifying it, it's like it's also like she is taking it a bit too far at points.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. This film, if you don't know what it's about, the basic premise is that this what?
You said
premise. I'm sorry. I didn't go to Yale. We live in England. We don't have
Yale.
Yeah, I don't mind.
We have dirty fucking kebab shops.
Oh,
that's pretty much it.
Okay, fine. I didn't go to one of them either. Yeah, no. So this grieving mother of a girl who was kidnapped, raped, and murdered about just over half a year.
Yeah.
Before the events of this film take place, and her anger resides in the fact that to her the police did not enough, and they didn't speak to her, and they basically let it just go on by. So did the entire community. So here she is right at the start of this film, putting up the 3 billboards. Won't say what's on them because that's quite a...
It's a powerful...
It stokes the fire of what's going to happen throughout this film. But she ends up enraging a lot of the community and upsetting a lot of people. And you sort of, from the off, you're on her side. And the other characters that she's against, you're like, yeah, no, they're bad people. They have done wrong. But then it starts to show you their lives behind the scenes, little glimpses of who they are. And you're like, shit, I need to completely reevaluate who I'm rooting for.
It shifts your perspective so that you understand both sides.
Yeah.
In a very nice... It's in such a nice way where no one's really a bad character.
Yeah, you hear all these films, you know, especially recently with the tagline of like, you know, good isn't always the best thing, or like moral greyness, and like that's such a cliche, but in this it really works. There's a moral ambiguity to every single decision that every character makes, but any decision that is made actually has an adverse effect on not just the character who does that decision, but the people around them.
Sorry, that was a lot to take in. But yes.
So it's about choices that are made when you're under the influence of of this rage that you might have, trying to defend people in your community who are maybe victims of. One character in this gets set up pretty badly by Frances McDormand's character, in the sense that she's trying to make them look bad.
Yes. But
and something happens with this character that really, maybe at half an hour, 45 minutes into the film,
it really makes you question, like, is this okay?
Yeah. I think that's what this film is all about. It's such a good study on, like, how you perceive grief, in a way.
Yeah, because it's all based in, like, a small town.
Jesus!
And the dynamic between the characters.
Yeah.
Like, they all know each other, but they know what's going on in their lives, but they don't necessarily like each other.
Yeah.
Or talk that often.
Yeah. That's the thing as well. Like, this is a film that... This is darkly funny. This is hilarious, this film.
Oh, the movie is hysterical.
But then it's also, like, heart-wrenching.
Yeah, it contrasts that with these really dark, gritty moments that, like, really push characters forward a lot.
And, you know, a lot of these films that do that, the dark, gritty moments will be full-on in your face, like gore, or someone gets shot, or something like that. This is more like... Two characters could be talking, and it's funny, and it's quite comedic, but a little bit of tension, and then it switches from the dialogue, and you're like, oh my god. In terms of screenplay, this is it's one of the year's best.
Yeah, I definitely think so. It's probably going to win a lot.
Probably not as good as Spider-Man Homecoming, but...
I swear to God.
So something about this film, all the characters are not just from the off engaging, but they're really well developed, and it's like Frances McDormand's character is the conduit for all these people changing their lives for the better or for the worse, in a sense.
Yeah, every character has a really nice arc. Especially, I think the best character is Sam Rockwell's.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah,
so
as always,
good.
I feel like he should be a household name by this point, and it really upsets me that he's not.
It's because he's never been the lead character who's a good guy. He's always kind of a twisted character.
Also, he was in Moon as the main guy, but that wasn't a big... That's more of a cult kind of hit.
Yeah. Very good, though. He's really good in that.
Yeah, and so is Woody Harrelson. Because I feel like he's been put under the same... The character he plays is Woody Harrelson.
He's always Woody Harrelson, that's it.
But here he is...
He breaks that a bit.
Yeah, but he still has that same familiarity, but I think that's played to quite a good effect. Because when a certain moment happens, you're like...
he will go... Like, either just the nicest guy ever, or you don't want to fuck with him.
Yeah. I think it's hard to explain how this film does the character relationships really well, because there's such tension between them all, but there are moments of fragility when, you know, one of them notices something about the other person's life, and they're like, for a moment, they do have sympathy, and it shows. It's not always like, not everyone's set out to be this bad person. Like, even Frances McDormand's ex-husband, is painted to be this typical redneck scumbag piece of trash who is beating the shit out of her at some point in her life. But he's also grieving the same way in a different way she is. Yeah,
I thought that was like a nice little sort of...
But yeah, no, this is coming from the director who did In Bruges and Seven Psychopaths, both very funny films that have strangely dark moments. This is where those films are comedies that have dark moments. This is set out more of a dark film that has comedic moments, whereas his other films have been very like pulpy and hilarious.
Yeah, the movie is never over the top.
Fuck, piss, or cunt, that right?
Yeah, and I think they've done that well, because the moments that kind of are, like, you wouldn't have some of this shit happen in your town at all, but when it does happen, it feels grounded and not...
It's always believable.
Yeah.
I I can't really say what the scene is, but there's just the scene when like Sam Rockwell is
Let off the chain.
he's just walking in a really stupid way.
Yeah, and it's funny, but then like it's bookended by this horrific
shit that he's doing.
Shit, like yeah. But then again, like at that point, you're like, what an arse.
Yeah.
But then later on, you're like, oh god.
I get it. I'm sorry, dude.
So it keeps you on your toes the entire film. I thought, even when there's moments where you think everything's calmed down and you think you know a character, even if you think you know what they're gonna do, you're still like, it keeps you on the edge of your seat. And it's weird saying that about a film that doesn't have much action in it. You know, I hate that whole keeps you on the edge of your seat. No, this is what that means. This is what that has always meant.
You know how like a TV show will be written so every few episodes there's something that it builds up to and a character does something crazy, like sort of in Fargo.
Yeah, which this is very Coen.
Yeah, but I say that because like, especially Mildred is that Francis' character's name. Like sometimes she'll just like plan something without really saying it, but you know she's gonna do something.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see that, like... But I can't say what the shit she does is. Because that's such a spoiler.
Yeah.
Because everything is a spoiler in this film.
It has these... Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess the best we can do is just recommend it as much as anyone should. The problem is, the name of this film is really cool.
Yeah.
But fucking hell...
No one's going to see it.
No one's going to see it.
Like, we saw it and we said to our mum, like, oh, this film was amazing, you probably really like it. She's like, yeah, but the name?
Yeah. But then the film Our Darkest Hour, or The Darkest Hour, or... Oh, fuck knows. I mean, it still looks good. It still looks good, but it's such a... That film looks like Oscar bait, which it is.
Yes,
I mean,
it is.
he's gonna... Gary Oldman's gonna be nominated, and... But anyway, she only wants to see that because it's got such a stick-with-it name.
Yeah.
You know what it's about. It's established.
Yeah, I think films like that, like, it could still be really good, but it will be very simple and it will be what you expect.
Yeah. Whereas this is...
3 Billboards.
Adverts of that.
Yeah, it was not at all what I expected it to be.
No.
But I was... Like, you're thrown off by it, like, how the film paced itself and how it puts in those comedic moments. But that's not a bad thing.
No. It's good to have a film that...
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
goes against itself. Oh, God. Well, anyway, what were we talking about before you...
We were talking about how bad Spider-Man Homecoming is.
Yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming can fuck itself. 3 Billboards is an excellent film. It deserves its place in like the tapestry of these sort of rich, independent films that come out of...
Which there's been a lot of this year.
Oh, yeah.
Or 2017, sorry.
Oh, fuck, yeah, we're in 2018. Obviously, this film came out like 3 months ago in America, but it's only just come out here now. But yeah, you've had films like A Ghost Story, Raw,
Good Time.
Which you haven't seen Good Time, go and see Good Time again. Yeah. It's on Netflix now as well, so.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had to watch it on a dodgy website.
Don't say that! You're the bad people. You're as bad as Michael Bay.
Ooh. How fucking dare you?
He is a god among men!
That's not what I was saying. That's just such a bad insult.
Did you have any problems with this film whatsoever?
Some of the funny moments did feel a little out of place. Like sometimes it's not necessarily that you didn't laugh, it just didn't need to be there.
Yeah. And a lot of the time those moments came just after a sort of devastating emotional thing, which sometimes that can work quite well if the character is usually, coming up with quips and stuff. But there was 2 moments of dialogue in this film where I was like, ooh. Yeah.
There was a lot of monologuing in the film where... Why the fuck? Seriously. Okay,
That's scary.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of monologuing from characters. Like, there'll be a letter or something.
That does go on quite long.
It's not even that it goes on too long, it's just like... I want to be gripped by what that character is saying, and sometimes that joke or that little nickname for a character kind of takes you out of it.
Yeah, because the letter is... like one of the letters in the film, or a couple of them, are said as though the person is actually talking to them. Which I know
Yeah.
some people, if you're going to leave a letter to someone, you might do that, but not all the way through, as though you're literally
Yeah.
making a joke off the cuff in
Yeah,
front of
yeah.
you. I know what you mean. I almost, after thinking about it a few days, I kind of think that it went on a tiny bit too long, but only because like I said to you, there's like 4 moments this film could end. That's not
Yeah.
a bad thing, because the ending it has is great anyway, but there are still moments where I was like, oh, okay, here we go, I'll be fine if it ended here. 10 minutes go past and you're like, okay, I'll be fine if it ended here. That's not really a criticism, because all those moments are fantastic. It's just that I thought it could have wrapped up a little bit sooner than it did. So yeah, go and see Three Billboards, because if you don't, no one is going to.
It's one of my favourite films of last year, technically. I think.
Yeah. So yeah, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
That movie,
10 out of 10. Yes.
10 out of 10 shits on my face.
You say it like that's experience.
That's what it felt like watching that film. Like shit after shit.
Check out my shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, no, Spider-Man: Homecoming, like, it's completely disloyal to what the characters are. As a film, it's paced horribly. It's not funny. It's super pandering. That's my 10 seconds on Spider-Man.
Okay, cool.
Go read Miles Morales' Spider-Man, the 2016 series. Don't read Spider-Woman. That's really bad.
That's my favourite one. Spider. Female.
Spider-Bay.
Spider Justice Warrior.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Oh my
what
god,
it is.
SJW, it works as well.
It does.
I have the fucking rights to it!
Copyright. Yeah, that's pretty much what that's become.
That's our weekly. That's Matt's weekly recommendation.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for listening about that.
Oh.
I think we need to stop this now. Otherwise, it's going to be like 10 minutes of Three Billboards and then
25
minutes,
45
of
minutes.
me shitting over Spider-Man.
Shitting on his face. Tom Holland, no.
Oh, Tom. Maybe Toby. Maybe Toby Maguire.
Oh, you can't shit on Toby.
No, I liked him.
Oh, okay, good.
Even Andrew Garfield. The films weren't good.
He was a good Peter Parker.
Yeah. I think he was a better Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I think Toby was the best Peter Parker.
Garfield was the best.
Best of like both.
Yeah.
And then Tom Holland was. I guess I just have to pick him as sort of a nice Spider-Man.
A nice boy.
Yeah, he was an okay boy, I guess.
Didn't you like him at Spider-Man then? Or was it the film that you didn't like, or
It
was
was
him as
I mean,
Spider-Man?
it was the film I didn't like, but I didn't think he wasn't great. But he was okay. He could have done well with a better script.
Ooh. Are you saying Marvel doesn't have original scripts anymore?
Yes. Bye. Thanks for watching and possibly subscribing, unless you liked Spider-Man: Homecoming, in which case don't.